Imagine writing a letter to one of the biggest power players in Hollywood, and that letter actually sparks a conversation about your future in a major franchise. Well, that's exactly what Jonathan Majors did with Marvel's Kevin Feige. Yep, he went old school and penned a heartfelt note that goes beyond just wanting to return. So what did he say? And what does it all mean for Kang's future? Stick around, because we're diving deep into this one. You won't want to miss it. But before that, please like the video and subscribe to Superhero Bowl. Now, let's dive back into Jonathan Majors and the intriguing tidbits we recently uncovered. An article just hit the internet from Variety that serves as a goldmine of information. This isn't your typical Hollywood gossip. It's straight from an interview Majors did with Complex, where he opened up about his feelings and hopes regarding his role in the Marvel Universe. One of the standout moments from this interview? He revealed that he actually sent a letter to Marvel's big boss, Kevin Feige, directly. How cool is that? I mean, how often do we hear about actors taking the initiative to reach out in such a thoughtful way? Now, in this letter, Majors didn't spill all the juicy details. He kept it classy and respectful. He expressed his appreciation for Feige, saying something along the lines of, "Hey man, I appreciate you. I know things are rough right now, but I'm here for you." Just imagine being in Feige's shoes. That must have been a nice boost to hear after all the drama. It's refreshing to see this level of humility from someone in his position. When the interviewer pressed a bit more, asking if he'd heard anything back from Kevin, Majors had this laid-back attitude and said, "Nah, what are you gonna do?" He laughed, showing that he doesn't take himself too seriously and isn't demanding anything. His aim was simply to reconnect and let Kevin know he's still passionate about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially his iconic character Kang the Conqueror and all his variants. Seriously, how's that for showing love? And guess what? It doesn't stop there. Majors also mentioned that he's keeping in touch with several of his Marvel co-stars. How heartwarming is that? He even received celebratory messages from them after the trailer for his upcoming movie, Magazine Dreams, dropped. It really sounds like there's a supportive network behind the scenes, proving that even during tough times, the Marvel family sticks together. That camaraderie is something special, right? Now, that brings me to my 3 main points regarding this whole situation. First off, I genuinely appreciate how sincere Majors sounded. Sure, we always have to keep a level of skepticism. Hollywood is a complicated place, but it truly feels like he's not closing any doors. He seems prepared for a possibility of a comeback. It's almost like a classic case of, if the opportunity arises, you better believe I'm ready. But let's pivot to the second point, which is all the buzz surrounding rumors of Kang's possible return. You may recall there were whispers from a few insiders indicating that Marvel isn't done with him yet. They've been hinting that he could still have a future in the MCU. Now, while it's exciting to think about, we have to temper our enthusiasm. Just because there's chatter doesn't mean he'll be back in the immediate future. And let's be real, if Marvel decides to bring Kang back, they'll want to do it right. No hasty decisions here. They're known for meticulously plotting out their story arcs, and they won't want to tarnish Kang's legacy with a quick and messy storyline. And this leads me to the concerns from fans. We've seen a lot of discourse about redemption arcs in Hollywood lately, and timing plays a crucial role here. If they ever do decide to reintroduce Majors as Kang, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a stealth comeback, one that catches everyone off guard when we least expect it. You know how Marvel loves to keep us on our toes, right? They thrive on surprising their audience with unexpected twists and turns. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the whole audio clip situation that Rolling Stone released. I totally get why some folks were buzzing when it seemed like Majors admitted to aggression during the tape clips. But honestly, haven't we already seen the video evidence? This whole rehashed audio drama feels like unnecessary noise at this point. The trial is behind us, and dragging this back into the spotlight just feels wrong. It's like trying to rekindle controversy for clicks when the conversation has moved on. But here's the takeaway. Amidst all this drama, what stands out is that many fans and supporters genuinely want to see Jonathan Majors succeed and perhaps return as Kang. There's a considerable section of the fan base that's rooting for him, and this isn't just about liking a post. It's about getting behind someone talented and advocating for a redemption arc. It's the kind of community support that transcends the screen, and that's pretty heartwarming if you ask me. It's wild how this whole conversation is still alive and kicking. I was honestly taken aback that we're still discussing this saga so long after the initial controversy broke. The situation is complex, and regardless of where you stand on the issues or outcomes, it clearly matters to a lot of fans. This isn't just idle chatter, it affects people's careers, livelihoods, and the stories we love. So here's hoping for Majors to have that shot at bouncing back. Kang is such an iconic character in the Marvel realm, and it's not like he's a one-and-done villain. He's notorious for popping back up in various storylines. Just take a look at his comic book history. With remarkable arcs like Timeless, which saw him return after what seemed like a permanent disappearance, there's a treasure trove of material that Marvel could draw from for his comeback. It leaves us all wondering, will we see him again in the MCU? The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure. This saga isn't over yet.